Wow. People, I cannot express how pissed off I actually am at Comix Mix or Comix Zone. This game right here, this video, I don't hear anyone talk about it, but this game, I thought Golden Axe was a game. I thought Golden Axe was difficult. This game, I would argue, is a little bit more difficult, arguably more than Golden Axe. Okay? In some ways. There's other ways that make it a little bit better than Golden Axe, but this game is seriously difficult. Because okay, I'm gonna explain this. So Comix Zone is an old school Sega Genesis video game that basically came out way back in the day, and people played it. Some people played it, some people missed it, but this was one of the really unique / really cool but really hard Sega Genesis games. It all takes place, it's called Comix Zone for a reason. You'll understand why here in a second. Basically, Turner, or whatever his fucking name is thrown into this comic book-like world, and he has to stop this evil dude, the sketcher, from doing his evil deeds, right? That's the simplicity of the story. But man, this game is bullshit, because as soon as you die, right, in the game, let's say this, level design, right? The level design for each comic strip can range from, okay, not that bad, to, holy fuck, I'm getting berated. And I'm telling you, as soon as you die in Comix Zone, you go all the way back to the start. I mean, level 1, or like the very beginning of the game. You have to restart the entire game over again if you die one time. And I know, Golden Axe, and all that other sort of stuff, Alan, but didn't you have to go back in Golden Axe too? Yes. But at least after like 3 or 4 or 5 more continues, you don't get any of that shit in Comix Zone. None of it. If you don't beat it in that sitting that you are currently playing, good fucking bye to your run. You have to redo episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, all over again. And keep in mind, these levels are fucking long, man. They may not seem long, but to someone who's a first-time player playing this shit, I thought Sly Cooper was bad as soon as I got off that bitch and actually finished it, but no. I would rather deal with what Sly Cooper had to deal with than play this game without save states. That's how bad fucking Comix Zone was, man. I'm serious. I died so many fucking times. I actually dropped the game, matter of fact. I was not going to actually make my experience on this game until I actually decided one day, because I was dying so much, I kept getting game overs, and, you know, as soon as you get a game over, you go all the way the fuck back, right? So, you go all the way back to the beginning, and I kept going all the way back to the beginning because I tried doing this without save states, and that shit was impossible, okay? So that's why I had to use some save states. Even with save states, my ass was dying or barely passing bits of the stages in Comix Zone. I was like, dude, this game is difficult for Sega Genesis. I mean, I get it. The comic aesthetic of the game is fucking awesome, right? But, like, damn, everything else was so shit. I'm talking the enemy placement sometimes. Shit. The items you would pick up are pretty cool. Like, you would get, like, an explosive. You get a little rat buddy that can help you flip switches. You get these little medicine things that help you, like, regenerate HP and stuff. That stuff is cool. But, like, other than that shit, everything else was really rage-inducing for me, man. I thought Sly Cooper was bad, and I thought Super Mario Galaxy 2 was bad. No, Comix Zone is much worse than those. I'd probably argue it's around the level of, think of Golden Axe on the final boss, but you have no continues. That's Comix Zone in a nutshell, for me, okay? Like I said, bro, I'm going in. I'm cool as fuck. I'm going in, beating niggas up and shit, because it's a 2D beat 'em up game. It's not like those beat 'em up games where you go to area, since it is in a comic strip. Basically, you go through up to the sides of certain panels, and you know all that other sort of stuff, right? You go to the sides of panels, you go down on panels, you go to the left, right. Progression is weird in this fucking game. They give you arrows to tell you like where. What way you can progress, or what way. You can even choose how you want to progress in this game, bro. It didn't matter. Some of the ways were more bullshit than others. Here, I'll give you an example. You have a room, right? You go down, you have no idea what's there, but you go down, you're like, okay, let's progress. Straight or down? Let's go down. You go down, there's fucking TNTs with ninja dudes that can throw fire like Hadouken. I'm sitting there like, thank God for fucking rewind. Rewind the shit back. Let's go straight. Let's progress this way, right? I progress straight. You got big dude sitting there. I'm just like, hell? Hell or more hell? That's literally Comic Zone sometimes. Do I want to deal with this hell, or do I want to deal with this hell? And then puzzle rooms. Don't even get me started with fucking puzzles. And then when you're on low HP, this is another thing I really hate about Comic Zone. When you're on low HP, I swear to fucking God, it is one of the worst things. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, for the entire level, you're going to be hearing 24 fucking 7. Dead ass until you beat that stage, or you find medicine that you go drink and you at least get half your HP back. Oh, it's so fucking bad. And then the ending was even worse. Let me tell you the ending of the game, right? So, the chick that always tells you good work, Turner, and all that other shit, she says, hey, I'm gonna finally come in and lace you the fuck up real quick. She comes in, the sketch motherfucker says, let me teleport myself to the goddamn video game, and I have to fight this motherfucker, and he says, come here, girl, and the girl's like, ah, fuck, Turner will get you, bitch, and he's like, okay, we'll see. She puts her in this fucking tank thing back here, and says, hey, Turner, you better save her before she fucking drowns, bitch. And I'm sitting there like, bet it up. I will fuck you up then. Bro, this final boss, I tell you what, I tell you not, bro. This motherfucker is cheap. This final boss has teleportation. One move from the other motherfuckers, like those green hooded ninja dudes that have teleportation. He can do that. He can spit fireballs like that, like you guys see just now. He can rapid fire and continuously spam that on whatever lane you try to jump to for protection. It's like, nah, motherfucker. And by the way, dodging the fireballs in this piece of shit game is fucking difficult when you try to jump over them motherfuckers. When you try to jump over them like you're fucking Ryu or something, it's nearly impossible, which is why you crouch, right? And you think crouch is gonna help you. Nah, that motherfucker can literally sit there and all goddamn day long, bro. I was sitting there like, bro, I gotta rewind again! Cause how the fuck am I gonna save this bitch? This bitch is drowning like in the goddamn water like this, right? I'm trying to figure out how the fuck do I save her, you know, while beating this dude's ass, right? And it's like this final boss, like, hey, Turner, you're running out of time. Oh, you trying to hit me? Warp to another side of the stage. Oh, hold on. Fuck all that. Let's start at the beginning of the fight again. How about I get an enemy like it's Golden Axe? Give me Golden Axe PTSD, why don't you? By bringing enemies down also on top of me trying to fight yo dumbass. Right? So he has all that shit. I'm trying to dodge, move around, and keep in mind, I'm also doing with the shit. I'm also low HP as well. I had no way how to save her, alright? In Comic X, at that final stage / final boss, right? And you may think, like, yeah, this game's 30 minutes, 34 minutes, that shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, no, all this bullshit happens so fucking fast. And there are some rooms in the game where you are able to breathe, but it's far, far in between. Oh my fuck. But anyways, yeah, that final boss is so cheap because not only he has the best range, meaning, you know those sword motherfuckers you fight in the game? Swing, wing, he has sword range. He can warp. He can shoot fireballs. He is basically some of the most annoying things that you've encountered in the fucking game. And by the way, there are some boss fights in Comix Zone, just not a whole lot. but there are some. There's like this fucking fire-breathing dragon thing that has the shooting the fireballs move that I mentioned earlier from the final boss, but it's basically from his bitch ass, because Sketch actually obviously made all the creatures and monsters, so he can pretty much replicate anything they do, but worse. And it takes so much hits to beat him. And then guess what? Once you beat him, he summons one final enemy to come fuck you in the ass, right? And if you're low HP and you die there, game over, buddy. You gotta go all the way back to the motherfucking beginning. Unless you have the Sega Genesis Classic Collection where you can just rewind that bullshit death and kill that motherfucking enemy. But after I killed that motherfucking enemy, I was still fucking lost because I couldn't save her. Bro, she was in that tank like this. Dead. I didn't make it in time. My partner that complimented me all the way through the entire fucking game died. Because I had no idea what to do. And guess what? I used my little rat buddy. The rat buddy on one of the platforms says, "Hey, yo, bro, I got you, fam." And by the way, this rat, again, helps me open switches, turns on levers that I can't see, or whatever, right? He comes up to me, the little rat that I put down on the ground, because you can put your items down on the ground, right? He comes in, he tells me, "Hey, yo, bro, I got you." Ends the whole motherfucking game. And says, "Hey, let's roll." When that credit scene hit, I was so pissed off because the ending said to me, "Damn, man, is this ending even worth living? Because I literally just lost the girl of my fucking dreams." And I'm like, I got the shitty ending because I didn't know how to save her quicker. Literally, I got the shittiest ending in the game. Wow, thanks, game. One more nudge in that direction in terms of saying I'm a shit player of your video game. It's not my fault that over half the fucking time I was playing your fucking game, by the way, your little beat-em-up game, again, the comic strip aesthetic and the whole thing about him being in a comic strip, that's badass. But everything else is fucking annoying, especially having to beat this entire fucking game, alright? Especially this entire game, you have to beat in one life. Now, since it is emulated, alright, the Sega Genesis Classics that I played this on, it is emulated, okay, meaning I don't really have to play this on one life, but it's still like one life technically, because if you die anywhere, you don't really rewind or anything, or have a save spot or a save state spot somewhere where you have more health or whatever the fuck, it's game over, alright? You gotta go all the way back, and I'm not going all the way back to the fucking beginning, not in this piece of shit game. Jesus fucking Christ. Shut up, bro. Trying to be T1 Crash Out. Who the fuck even is T1? I don't even know who the fuck that is. You know what's funny? I have so many people compare me to somebody that I have either A, no idea about, or B, I am nowhere near like them motherfuckers, bro. You know, or like, womp womp brother skill issue. Bro, you play the game. How about that? You play. Play the game, beat it in one run, no cuts on YouTube, and send it straight to me, and I'll gladly shut the fuck up after that. But until then, let me run my shit. People coming in here and telling me all this shit. You play Comix Zone on a Sega Genesis. Sit there. Go ahead. Comix Zone, okay? Go ahead. Boot up a regular Sega Genesis. Comix Zone. No emulated. Go ahead. On the original hardware. Go ahead. Go do something I couldn't do. Go ahead. I would love to see it. Comix Zone. C-O-M-I-X Zone. Sega Genesis. That's what I'm reviewing. No, Comix. Like it's like a play on comic. C-O-M-I-X. And then Zone. Alright? That's the game I played. Not long, 30 minutes, but it took me more than a few fucking days to play because I wasn't playing it like crazy. I literally just beat it just now. Like not even 10, 20, 30, 40 billion years ago. I literally just beat it like not even an hour ago. Like literally 5-10 minutes ago before this stream, or 14, 15, 16 minutes ago when I beat this fucking shitty game. Honestly, I don't even recommend this game to actually play. I would rather you play something else other than Comix Zone. Comix Zone, I'll try it if I can. I'll apologize if not. I'm not gonna come back. Alright, give it a play. Telling you, it's a tough-ass game. With or without save states, man. It's tough as shit. But hopefully you maybe beat it or get a better ending than me. You know? But anyways, as I was saying, yeah, don't play this shit. I don't even know if I definitely would not recommend this shit. I would not recommend this to, like, anybody, bro. Unless you're on that fucking energy, right, that you really love, like, hard games like Dark Souls or whatever the fuck, right? You love hard-ass, old-school video games that are very punishing, but, you know, whatever and shit, right? Then maybe give this shit a try. But if you're me, just trying to find old video games to play, to have fun, yeah, the fun fucking ends at this game. Wait, you know how many times did it take you? How many times? Like I said, I've only played and beaten this game once, which I just beat earlier today. Alright? But it took me a lot of fucking tries, okay? And like I said, a lot of tries as in, like, on and off. Because I spent so much time away from this game after I, initially quit this game. Because I was not going to beat this. But until just now where I came back and said, you know what? Let me change that energy and actually beat this shit. Since I didn't have that much game left when I was actually fucking done. But pretty much, I was like off and on for like the next few days and shit. But anyways, that's not my point. Fucking hell, man. Ugh. Comic Zone. More like comic you the fuck out. I don't know. Oh my god. And keep in mind, again, chat, there's no lives. There's no live system. You have to beat this all in one go. What helps you is these medicine items. Like I said, you can drink to regain half your HP, or if you have 2 of them in your item slot, you can carry up to 3 items. Some items are explosives. Your little rat buddy's probably the most interesting, shit, dude. I'm gonna have to take a shower after this. You said if on that energy, so I'm gonna chuck like 3 monsters and try it. Good luck. Alright? If you can do it, you can do it. You know? Hopefully you can. Fuck. Because this is a hard-ass game. Even if you do it, I hope you get a better ending. What the rat do? Okay, the rat... Alright, to explain what the rat does again one more time, is the rat, once you pick it up, it allows that little rat basically goes in and basically hits switches and things that you cannot hit. So for example, like you're in a room and there's fans. This is actually one of the comic strips in the game. There's 2 fans that are constantly blowing, right? You can't move from them, otherwise you'll die. You put the little rat down, and the rat will go underneath the fan blades and turn on a switch that's off screen, so the fans can turn off and you can like beat the shit out of the fan and kind of continue, the stage going on. Basically, like I said, he helps you with switches and stuff. Sometimes you just gotta point him in the right direction. Sometimes he'll look like a dumbass and go like either left when the switch is right, or and vice versa. I like your plush though, for real, for real. Oh, thanks. I got like tons of them in my room. All of them in here. I got a lot. I got a lot in here. Planning on getting more. But anyways, I'm done. My experience is short. I said this will be the last thing. I was going to post shorts until I played this shit. Now I need a shower. I beat Sly Cooper today too. Now watch out for my experience on Sly Cooper. I'm going to bring you guys one sooner than later. But now I got to go shower, man. I'm done with this shit. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends. Oh, God. I am never playing Comix Zone again, and I only recommend it to those who are fucking crazy hardcore gamers that are really wanting a challenge, that want to actually generally give this a play. That Sonic one I have, man. I have a man-sized one. Man-sized Sonic plush? As big as you? God damn. See you later. Yeah, what do you think about Game on Sega Genesis? Sonic, you better get the fuck out of my face. Alright, chill out, dude. Chill out. I'm going. Deuces, man. Fuck. And I'm gonna lose my voice, too. Like, look at... Are you hearing this shit? Like... Wrap it up. Wrap it up, dude. Wrap it up. Get out of here. God damn, man.